Hey Maddie, trying to figure out where to start with you, and I'm going to start focusing just a little bit on some basic things with the left hand for this first lesson. Okay, and then I'm going to count on you to give me some feedback. So, as you can see here, we have the neck of the guitar, and here's the nut, right? We've talked about the fact that these metal things here are the frets, right? And you start counting. So this is the first fret here, second fret, third fret, fourth fret, fifth fret. And when you're playing either an individual note or chords, a bunch of notes at once, you're always going to want to put your finger right behind the fret. Sometimes it's going to be hard to see things from this angle, but let's say, for example, I'm on the first string, which is the highest string, highest pitch-wise, right? I'm going to put my finger here. You see how it's right behind the fret? I don't put it over here. This would be what would be called the third fret position, right? I've got my first finger, so it's my pointer, on the third fret, right? I'm going to slide it up there of the first string, okay? So I'm going to start with a really simple exercise that I want you to just play around with all over the neck, okay? And you can start, one of the cool things about the guitar compared to other instruments is that you can start, things are kind of the same everywhere. You don't even necessarily need to know what note you're playing. So let's say I wanted to play a major scale, and you know what a major scale sounds like, right? So you start your finger somewhere. Let's say I put it on that string there. That would be the low E string. Or let's just, for review, I'm going to go over the names of the strings. This is this string here, the low string, is the low E. That's also called the sixth string. The fifth string is the A string. And we have D, G, B, and E. This one here is E. So that's B, the second string, and the E, that's the E string, the first string. Of course, I'm holding it down on the second fret, so that would make it E, F, F sharp. I'd be playing an F sharp on the E string. And as I told you once before, the difference between the strings, if you're going from one string to the next, each string they're tuned in fourths. So that's why if this is the E string, the low string is the E string, right? Then if I go to the fifth fret, that would be a G. That's what the next string is. So A, sorry. E, F, G, A. So that's the fourth, right? So it would be from an E on this string. A fourth up from there would be A. And a fourth up from A to the next string. This string here would be D. And then a fourth up from the fourth string to the third string would be G. And this is where it's different from the third, between the third string, this string here, and this string, it's only a third, right? So we're here, that's a G string. So from G we go G, A, B. That's a third, right? So that would be a B string. That string there is a B string. And then one more time a fourth. So B to here is E. So that string is another E. So you get a low E on here, and then 2 octaves higher, you've got another E, a high E string. Okay, so I think that's enough of that basic stuff. And then I'm just going to give you one exercise to work on. You know, we talked about a couple other things last time, but I'm going to go back to something a little bit more basic. And that is where I talked about when you're putting your fingers down, and you can think about trying to stretch your fingers and doing an exercise where you just play the notes up and down. This is a great exercise just for stretching your fingers. You'd start on any fret and do that. But what I'm going to talk about is just playing a major scale, right? And there's a structured way to play it. Right? That's 2 octaves of a major scale. But what if you just tried to do it with your ear and messing around, just having fun? So you pick a note somewhere. Let's say you're going to start here. Okay, I'm going to play that. I'm going to play there. That's a second, third, fourth, fifth. So I could just play it on those 2 strings. Or you could even start on an open string and play an entire scale on one string. Right, so that's open. Right, or you can play it across multiple strings. This is called playing in a position, where you play it, or you can play it here. That's again that 2-octave form, and that's the most common basic form for a major scale. But I don't want you to think too much about the standard forms. I want you to use your ear and try playing it in different positions, or maybe getting the same note. Remember, you get the same note on multiple strings. So what if I started here on an open string and played it, right? I could also start on the next lower string and start 5 frets up, right? And get the exact same scale. Okay, so that's your assignment for the first lesson. Just try that, mess around, get comfortable playing with your fingers. Let me know what you think. If you want to dive right into going back to chords next time, let me know that. If you want to try something else, you want to keep working on this, whatever. This is your class, so you tell me what you want, okay? And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.